Hey guys, Lorna with Finding Healthfulness here. I'm an interesting 30-something who shifted gears in life in search of something more, and my goal is to help inspire each and every one of you to do the same. Today, I'd like to begin talking about how to meditate. That question in itself encompasses a lot of different types of things. So, for example, what types of meditations to choose, how to actually sit and meditate, how to perform different mantras. But today, what I'm going to talk about is how you actually physically sit and meditate, and some tips and tricks that have worked well for me. So, I'm going to break it down into the type of meditation, the style of meditation, and the location of meditation. So first, what I mean by type is how you actually are sitting, your posture. Most of the time when we talk about meditation, there's a spirituality component associated with meditating. So with that comes a bit of reverence for the act of actually meditating. And what that means is you want to make sure you're sitting with an upright posture and that you are presenting yourself with clear intention and respect for actually meditating. So the type of meditation is a respectful posture. Second of all, the style of meditation. Here is where I'm going to break it down into it being something comfortable for you. When we all think about meditation, we think about these gurus sitting there cross-legged, they're beautiful, and they can sit like that for hours and hours on end. I don't know about you, but meditation hurts. My legs go numb. I physically can't feel parts of my body. It starts tingling, and then it takes forever to feel good again. So let me tell you about 4 different ways that I've found that you can use in your meditative practice. Number 1, you can lay down. Now, laying down comes with a risk of falling asleep. You obviously don't want to fall asleep when you meditate unless you're planning to go to sleep, and that's a different form of meditation. But in the grand scheme of things, you're trying to stay awake. So unless you can stay awake while you're laying down and meditating, I wouldn't choose this one regularly. The second is standing. A standing meditation also works. What you have to be careful of is for longer meditations, if your eyes are closed, if you start to waver a bit or lose your balance. But for short meditations or where meditations you're keeping your eyes partly open or fully open, this is a really good option for some people. The third one is cross-legged, like I previously mentioned. You can play around with how tightly you actually cross your legs. You can actually sit with your knees extended. Something I did this morning that helped was I actually put a pillow underneath my bum to raise my hips above my knees, and that helped. There are also meditative pillows that you can purchase. I have bought one of those, and I still have issues where my legs go numb, so it still is about like working with the tilt of your hips and how high they are above your knees so that you can actually sit comfortably. But at the end of the day, if your legs are going numb and it hurts and it's painful, you're not going to want to sit and meditate. And then the fourth way, and my favorite way, is a seated meditation. Guess what, guys? You can sit in a chair and be comfortable and meditate. You don't have to look all guru'd out. That's right. A seated meditation, both feet on the floor, in a chair that's super comfy. You don't want to lean your back up against the chair because, again, then you could be slouching and you wouldn't be very respectful for your meditation. But sit towards the edge of the chair, feet on the ground, hands in your lap, and meditate away in a nice, comfortable position. And then the third thing, as I mentioned, is the location. So a lot of times you think about being in a super quiet place where nothing's gonna bother you and your phones aren't gonna ring and there's no dogs barking or trees outside or birds chirping. Guess how unrealistic that is? It's pretty unrealistic. And if you set yourself up to meditate in that type of an environment all of the time, you're only going to be able to meditate in that environment. So I would challenge you to find a place where there is a little bit of distraction, but for the most part is quiet. That way you can train your brain to still stay focused even when someone knocks on the door or you do hear a dog barking, and you're still able to meditate. Well, that's it for today, guys. I want to keep these videos nice and short. I want to thank you for joining me, and I hope you found this video interesting. Please follow me on Facebook, head to my blog, findinghealthfulness.com. Please subscribe to these videos, click yes, support, and like what I'm doing here. I really appreciate the motivation. And just remember, we will change the world together, one little bitty choice at a time. Thanks so much. Love, light, health.